Hello and welcome to ERi-TV English News Broadcast. We are ready for our domestic and international report for June 5th, 2026, and we invite you to stay with us up until the end. To begin with, I present you the top stories. Annual Festival of Mainafhi College of Science conducted enthusiastically. The Ministry of Information conducted training on photography and video production. In our international, Kenyan President William Ruto holds talks with his South African counterpart. And the US seeks major NATO reforms, urging allies to boost defense spending. Welcome again. In our domestic news, Mainafhi College of Science conducted its 13th annual festival on June 3rd. The festival featured programs related to culture, academics, sports, debate, innovation and creativity, and painting competitions, as well as seminars, fashion shows, and scientific presentations. Professor Gabrai Asgadom, Dean of the college, noting that a year-long competition among students and staff of the college had been conducted, commended the strong participation and competitiveness demonstrated. Mr. Ramadan Mohammed Noor, head of the College National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students, said that the objective of college festivals is to nurture youth equipped with knowledge and discipline, preserving the culture and values of society, as well as playing a leading role in national affairs. Ms. Mansoura Ismail, head of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch of Sawa and Higher Education Institutions, said that the college festivals the union organizes in collaboration with colleges are aimed at creating a forum in which students reflect the knowledge they have gained during their stay in college, as well as strengthening their unity and attachment to their country and society. At the event, awards were provided to winners of various competitions. In the same vein, Science Day was observed for the 5th time under the theme Science for Unity and Progress. In another news, the Ministry of Information has provided 2 months of theoretical and practical training on photography and video production to its members and partner institutions. At the concluding event of the training on June 4th, Mr. Abdullahi Mohammed Noor, head of Human Resources Development at the Ministry, said that the Ministry of Information is regularly organizing training programs aimed at enhancing the capacity of its members and developing media production in content and quality. He also indicated that 19 members of the Ministry of Information, including 10 females, 2 from the Ministry of Marine Resources and 1 from the Ministry of Public Works, participated in the training program. He also commended the interest the trainings demonstrated during the program. The training covered basic concepts of still and video cameras, basic photography, alignment and coordination of photos, lighting, color and sound, construction of photo history, as well as photo evaluation. The participants, commending the training they were provided, expressed that the knowledge they gained from the training will have a significant contribution in producing quality photo and video productions. Mr. Solomon Berhad, Director General of Press at the Ministry of Information, handed over certificates of participation to the trainees. In related news, the Department of Culture and Sports of the Southern Red Sea region has provided 2 months of training on traditional musical instruments to youth in the region. Ms. Hawa Mohammed, Director General of Culture and Sports in the region, said that the training, which was the first of its kind, will have a significant contribution in transferring knowledge of traditional musical instruments to generations. Ambassador Mohammed Said Mantai, Governor of the region, expressed his expectation that the trainees will serve their society with the knowledge they have gained from the training. Moving on to the southern region. As part of a campaign being carried out to control blindness, eye surgery has been performed in 7 subzones of the southern region. According to Mr. Yamanat Agai, head of Communicable Diseases Control in the region, over the past 5 months, cataract surgery has been performed on 548 patients from the subzones of San'afa, Dabarwa, Dik Amhara, Tsarona, Addukhwala, Maimana and Araza in the southern region. Mr. Yamane said that the successful surgery carried out with internal capacity in the subzones had a significant contribution in helping patients save time and resources as they provided in their areas. Mr. Yamana went on to say that the Ministry of Health has put in place modern medical facilities and manpower with a view to providing effective medical care and treatment, and that patients are being provided healthcare services in their areas. Noting that as a result of the sustainable awareness-raising programs and healthcare services over the past 7 years, Mr. Yamana said that the prevalence of trachoma has declined from 18% to 87%. He also called on the public to report to nearby health facilities in case they experience eye problems and get the necessary medication and treatment. Mr. Negasi Kassa, Eritrea's ambassador to the European Union and Benelux countries, conducted a seminar for nationals in The Hague, the Netherlands, on May 31st. At the seminar, Ambassador Negasi provided an extensive briefing on the objective situation in the homeland, as well as regional and global developments, and called on nationals to strengthen organizational capacity and participation in national affairs. Ambassador Negasi further noted that in this volatile time, Eritrea is focused on implementing development programs, ensuring its internal peace and stability, as well as making its modest contribution to ensuring peace and stability in the region. Mr. Kibrab Tawalde, head of Consular Affairs, also provided a briefing on the efforts being exerted to provide timely and efficient consular services. Commending the participation of nationals in the Netherlands in national affairs, Mr. Isaac Menasse, head of Public and Community Affairs, called for strengthening contributions to the boarding school projects. The participants expressed conviction to strengthen unity and participation in national affairs. This wraps up our domestic news for this session. Dear viewers, we'll be back with the international ones after the short break. Welcome back. Now, the global arena. Kenyan President William Ruto held bilateral talks with South African President Cyril Ramaphosa at the Union Buildings in Pretoria as part of his 2-day state visit to South Africa. The talks focused on strengthening diplomatic, economic and trade relations between Kenya and South Africa, two of Africa's leading economies. The two leaders are also expected to discuss regional and continental issues of mutual interest before addressing a joint press briefing. The state visit is aimed at deepening cooperation between the two countries across various sectors, including trade, investment, security and regional integration. The two leaders also discussed on immigrant policies. In today's final report, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio on Wednesday said that the Trump administration has no intention of withdrawing from NATO, reaffirming Washington's commitment to the alliance. At the same time, he stressed that the administration will press for what he called significant change, urging member states to boost defense spending as part of a broader push for a rebalanced transatlantic security partnership. Speaking at a congressional hearing, Rubio said U.S. President Donald Trump plans to attend the NATO Leaders Summit scheduled for July 7 to 8 in Ankara, Turkey, where he will outline Washington's position on NATO reform. Meanwhile, the U.S. European Command said on Wednesday that Washington will adjust its contributions to NATO forces in accordance with burden-sharing requirements set out in the 2026 National Defense Strategy and the Defense Department's vision for NATO 3.0. NATO's Supreme Allied Commander Europe and Commander of U.S. European Command, General Alexis Greenwich, said that Washington has made clear that the alliance has become overly dependent on U.S. military forces, a situation that must change. He said the planned adjustments are intended to ensure that NATO no longer relies excessively on U.S. capabilities. Given the possibility of simultaneous conflicts emerging in multiple theaters, such changes are necessary, he added. It is to be recalled that at a NATO defense ministers meeting held in Brussels, Belgium in February this year, the U.S. had said it seeks to advance a NATO 3.0, an alliance built on partnership, not dependency. With this, we conclude our domestic and international report for this session, dear viewers. Now the top stories once more. Annual Festival of Mainafhi College of Science conducted enthusiastically. The Ministry of Information conducted training on photography and video production. Kenyan President William Ruto holds talks with his South African counterpart. And US 6 major NATO reforms, urging allies to boost defense spending. This was The World on Friday with ERi-TV English News Broadcast. Dear viewers, from all of us here, thank you for watching. Join us again on our tomorrow's broadcast. Until then, good night from Asmara.